So let's just start sitting, any comfortable position. Close your eyes for a moment. And this is our time to really check in with ourselves. Take a little moment to breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Open your mouth, let go a big sigh. Do this 2 more times on your own, breathing in and then opening the mouth, breathing out. Really releasing any tension, releasing any thoughts from the week, from the day. We're just starting fresh. This is an opportunity to start new. And now just breathe naturally through the nose. In and out. With the spine upright, noticing how you're being held between the ceiling and the floor, between the sky and the earth, as if you were the connection between the two. And then just focus on breathing lowly into your belly, abdominal breathing for a couple of breaths. Inhaling low, as if you wanted to push the air down into the earth again, into your pelvis. And as you exhale, squeeze a tiny bit the belly button, as if you want to really get rid of all the air, all this stale air that we still have in our lungs, all out. And then repeat the process, relaxing the belly and inhaling, letting it inflate like a balloon. And then as you exhale, squeeze towards the end, squeezing out all the air. Do 3 more like that. Putting your focus and your attention in the belly, inflating and deflating, squeezing out. After you've done 3 times, we're going to move on to a full breath. Okay? So the full breath, you can use your hands if you want, putting your hands on your belly and then moving them up your torso. You don't have to, it's up to you. So inhaling in the belly first. Then as you move your hands up, you notice inhaling up to your ribs, the sides of the body. And then 1 more up, when that's full, up all the way to your chest, even your collarbone. And then you descend, collarbone or chest first, ribs, and then the same process of squeezing the air out. So that will be the full 3-part breath. So try again 2 more on your own, 3-part breath. Really focusing on each part, but making it as smooth as possible. And when you exhale, remember to keep upright, keeping this connection between the earth and the sky. So don't collapse just because you're breathing out. When you've done 3 or 4, let it go, breathe naturally again. Letting it all go. And start moving your torso. You can do some circles in one direction. If you need to change the crossing of the legs, you can do that as well. See how it feels. The circles can be as big or small as you like. And again, guided by the chest, perhaps even coordinating breath and movement. And then come to a stop. We've done in one direction, and just move your right ear to the right shoulder. Breathe, stay here for a moment. The left hand goes to the floor, noticing the stretch on the side of the left neck. The left side of the neck even, not your left neck. Breathe. Then bring the hand back and lower the chin to the chest. And stay here for another little moment, noticing the head being heavy, noticing the upper vertebrae opening, perhaps even the part in the upper back between your shoulders even. Start feeling a bit of openness, a bit of stretch there. And then roll the left ear to the left shoulder. And you can again bring the right hand to the floor. Perhaps that emphasizes the stretch a bit. And come back. And now do circles in the other direction. Remember, we did circles in one direction. Now we're going to do them in the other. Do you remember which direction you think I'm doing it the other way around? I'm not sure now. Do you remember which direction you did? Was it clockwise or anti-clockwise? Ay, 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 training the memory, the lack of it. Huh? I would say, usually the most natural way is the one that we go first without thinking. So now would be the other one, if that makes sense. And then come to a stop again. And just bring the hands up like in a cactus. Like, yeah, not me, hands up. Elbows are on the same line as your shoulders. Inhale here and then turn to the left. And then to the right. And left. And right. And perhaps we can coordinate breath and movement. Inhaling left, exhaling right. You can do it as fast or slow as you want. Perhaps we can start going faster. Perhaps we can try doing it a bit faster. And a bit faster. And let go. How do you feel? Do you feel energized? Do you feel your arms going vibrating? Yes, a little bit of vibration there. All right, awesome. Go onto your hands and feet. Come into tabletop. And adjust yourself first. Shoulders above the wrist, more or less. And then let's do a couple of cat and cow. So drop the belly, look up, and as you exhale, that little squeeze in the belly as if you want to get rid of all the air again. And then you release the belly, inflate like a balloon. So we're practicing that low breath again, that belly breath here. Do a few rounds of cat and cow at your own rhythm. Pushing the floor as you exhale. And then releasing the belly as you inhale. Next time inhaling, next time you exhale, push the floor, and you push the floor so much that your hips go back. So you go into Balasana or Child Pose. And then inhale back up. And again, you can do this curvature. You can release the belly, breathing in, cow. And as you exhale, again, pushing so much that you go back. Feeling the stretch into Child Pose. One more time like this. Balasana, squeeze the belly, that little squeeze, getting rid of all the air. Now we're going to incorporate, inhale once again, cow, tuck the toes, and this time as you exhale, come into downward dog. You can have the knees as bent as you like, we're just testing. And then as you inhale down again, and child. So now we're coordinating. Inhaling, you're going to table and perhaps cow. Exhale, downward dog. So we alternating between downward dog and child, but always going through this table sort of cow pose. Do on your own a few times. Focusing on the breath and the smoothness of the movement. Trying to enjoy as well this pleasant cow, down dog or child, cow again, or you can just stay at table and then dog or child. Last time. Next time you find yourself in child, stay there for 2 breaths. You can release the elbows on the floor if you want. Starting to feel the body a bit more alive and vibrant. Inhaling, you're going to come up again onto your hands and knees. And you remember the circles we did? You're going to do very tiny circles with your hips. So feeling your wrists waking up as well. So you bring the hips back and then forward and back and forward. Waking up the wrists. And then change direction. Just 3 circles on each direction. Sit back for a moment. And now bring the hands to face each other, but the back of the hands to face each other. And bring the fingers to point at you and then to point back. And again, back of the hands to each other. Fingers point at you and forward. Boom. A little bit of more wrist. This will be really good for you. Look, especially you spend a lot of hours in computer and playing with all the beautiful instruments you have there around you right now. Do 2 more like this, and then you're gonna reverse. Now bring it in and out the other way. And enjoy every movement, every time that your hands meet. Notice hand to hand pressing and then stretch. Almost like, oh my God, look at my hands. As if we were doing one of those Instagram reels and you go, oh my God, look at that. I should do that. I should do an Instagram like doing this. Okay, come back onto your hands and knees. Adjust yourself, bring the knees slightly closer to each other, just slightly, and then extend the right leg back and lift. Keeping balance, okay? Keeping the toes pointing down, squeeze the belly so your lower back is not sagging, is engaged. And you can stay here if you want, or perhaps we can bravely extend the left arm as well. Keep the balance, don't have to. Lovely. Squeezing, then the arm comes down, and as you exhale, knee to nose. Rounding the back as high up as you can. 2 more times. Extend, squeeze, and then knee to nose. Extend, knee to nose. Extend 1 more time. This time perhaps we extend the arm again, and now knee to elbow. If that's too much, you can always do knee to nose and keep the hand down. 2 more times. There's always choices. Once we've done 3 times here, hand down again, bring the right foot in front of you, low lunge. Bring the foot in between your hands, lovely. Inhale here, and as you exhale, shift the weight of the hips to the back and lift the toes. Yes, nice. This leg is bent, that's absolutely fine. And then inhale forward, look up. So every time you extend a bit more and then back. Keep on pressing the heel down. Keep the hands on the floor, look. Can you reach the floor? That's better. So then that is less, because the more you wobble, the less you're really working on the back of the legs. You're more worried about, so just keep the hands wherever it's comfortable so you have a stability, and then you can press the heel on the floor and back a bit. And notice if you press the heel down and then imagine that you want to drag it back, notice the engagement on the back of the leg muscles. Hold there for a moment. Then come forward again, plant the two hands, tag the back toe, and guess what? Plank. You can have the plank with the knees down or with the knees off the floor. Breathe here, and as you exhale, come all the way down. Now inhale, let's do a flying cobra. So you lift the torso and the hands off the floor a bit, and exhale down. Make sure you don't crunch the neck. Inhale up, exhale down. So the arms are like in that cactus sort of shape we had earlier, but the elbows quite close to your ribs. Exhale down, and then push yourself back into table. And we're gonna do everything on the other side. So adjust yourself in table. Now extend the left leg, extend, and then lift, lift, lift. But try to keep upright. So the both elbows are straight. Hips are balanced. Hold it here for a moment. Breathe, and then perhaps we can also lift the right arm. Focusing on keeping integrity in the lower back and in keeping this sort of a straight line between your heel and your hand. Hand down. And now it's knee to nose, rounding the back. 1. Really bringing the knee as high up as you can. Extend and exhale. 2. Extend and exhale, squeezing the little air that we have left. Extend, and this time we're gonna try elbow to knee. If not, we just do knee to nose again. 2 more times. Lovely. Once we've done this one, hand down again, foot between your hands, low lunge with the left leg forward. Breathe here. And as you exhale, shift the weight. And again, try to keep the hands on the floor. Can be in front of you, can be back. Find the place that's comfortable, but that keeps you stable. Breathe. Inhale forward again. See if you can lift the chest a bit more. Nice. And then exhale back 1 more time. Pressing the heel down, the toes up. And really trying to see what's beyond the sole of your foot. Come forward once again. And same thing, plank. Remember, you can have the knees down if you want, and then all the way down. And 3 flying cobras. Inhale up, exhale down. Doesn't have to be too big. Keep the belly button on the floor. Inhale up, top of the feet on the floor as well. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Now push yourself back up, come into child pose. Stay here for 2 breaths. Again, you can release the elbows if you want. Observing the energy regenerating slowly, slowly. What muscles are we waking up? What joints are starting to open, to oil, to mobilize? And how is our mind starting to feel on our breath? Extend the arms, lift the hips, tuck the toes, come into downward dog. Again, you can have the knees as bent as you like, and then walk forward, walk forward, walk forward. And relax here. Bend the knees. Bend the knees. You can bring the hand to the opposite elbow and just you can even sway side to side. Top of the head is heavy, chin to chest. You can sway side to side, front to back, in circles, diagonals, anything you want. Just noticing the spine, sorry, sort of unhinging. Then bring the hands to the floor. You can have the knees as bent as you like, or the fingertips to the floor. And as you inhale, try to lift straight back, looking forward. And as you exhale, release again. If the hands or the fingertips to the floor is too much, bring the hands to your shins or to your knees and do the same thing. Open up, looking forward, shoulders away from your ears, neck is free. And exhale down again. 2 more times like this. Inhaling, the back is straight. Perhaps we straighten a tiny bit more the legs. They don't have to. And exhale down. And every time we exhale, perhaps we come closer. Inhale up. This is the last. Exhale down. And from here, open the arms to the side and lift up. All the way up. Using just strength of your legs. Bring the arms with you. Point at the sky. And as you exhale, hands by your side. Stay here for a moment, Tadasana. Find your mountain pose. And again, breathing down into your pelvis almost. And then as you exhale, the belly button wants to get rid of all this tail L. There is a connection here. There is a little engagement. Make sure that you're not leaning forward on your toes or leaning too much on your heels. Usually we tend to lean on our toes, I think, so maybe just overcompensate by going a bit back. Are you more on the right or the left foot? Can we find our center? And let's do a couple of Sun Salutations. Inhaling, bring the arms up. And as you exhale, forward fold, forward fold. Bring the hands to the floor. Now, again, like we did earlier, hands on your shin or the floor. Inhale, straight back, look forward. And exhale, forward fold again. Inhale up, all the way up. And exhale, hands by your side. That's a half Sun Salutation. It's not one more half Sun Salutation. Inhale up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Once again, lift up, using the strength of your legs, leaning on your heels. All the arms up and exhale by your side. We're gonna add chair pose. Inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, sit in an invisible chair. The arms can be up. If it's too much, you can bring them in front of your chest. Again, make sure that your lower back is not sticking out like that. So stick a bit in, squeeze the belly. Breathe in, and as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. So we're doing the same thing, we're just adding a chair. Exhale, hands by your side. Okay, so we're gonna do it again with the addition of chair. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, chair. Hold it here, leaning more on your heels. We're gonna take an inhale here, holding the position. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, squeeze the belly. See if you're by squeezing the belly, you can go a bit deeper. Inhale all the way up, using the strength of your legs. And exhale, hands by your side. One last time, we're gonna add chair. Well, we already had added chair, but now we're gonna add it on the way up as well. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit in chair. hold it, leaning on your toes. Look, can you, on your heels, can you see your toes? Inhaling here, and as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now bend your knees generously. Start coming into chair from here. And again, hold it. 1, 2, 3, and then next inhale, start lifting, leaning on your heels, and exhale, hands by your side. Okay, lovely. Now we're going to take right leg, we're going to take a step back. Actually, we're going to take a step back with the left leg, so the right leg is in front. Arms up. Breathe. Inhale, and as you exhale, open to the right, to the other side, the right. So the right leg is in front, and you turn to the right. There we are. Bend more the front leg. Okay, and now once again, both hands forward. We're going to do it in motion. You can bring the hands in front of your chest or to your hips if you want, or keep them here, that's harder, and then you're going to bring the left knee up to your chest. Okay, so the hands can be anywhere that you find it easier, and then back again. 3 times, okay, so 2 more. Exhaling, bring the hands down, keep them up, it's up to you. I'll bring them down, usually, makes it easier. Inhale, up again. Exhale, 3rd time. Hold the knee here. Right hand on the left knee, and this time you twist to the other side, to the left. Come back forward, arms up, and again, step back. 1 more time. Come forward, knee up. Hand to knee, twist to the left. So we're adding, come forward, arms up, step back. 1 more time. Inhale, come forward, knee to chest, twist. And then come forward and come into tree. And hold the tree. Nice. Hold it there. Breathe. Drizdi is the look. It's not exactly the look. So your drizdi is where you focus your intention. And in this case, focus your intention with your eyes in a point, like a laser beam that goes to one point on the wall or in front of you, that keeps your intention and that keeps you focused on one place in space. There is one type of meditation in Zen where you just focus in one dot at the wall in front of you. But this will help you to stay upright and focus. It's your drizdi, where you focus your intention. It can be just mental, it can be a physical drizdi with your eyes. Breathe. Last time, and then let it go. Let it go. Give yourself a little shimmy shaky. And we're going to do the other side. Come to the top again. And inhaling, arms up. Remember the chair? Go for it, chair. Leaning on your heels, can we go? How deep can we go in this chair? Inhale here, nice look. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, squeeze the belly, forward fold. We go back up into chair. And then inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands by your side, or keep them in front of you. Now it's the right leg that takes a step back. Arms up. Breathe here for a moment. The back knee can be a bit bent, you see? It doesn't have to be super straight. Just making sure, if it's super straight and your back is not comfortable, just bend it. And your back is still, you can engage here. Now turn to the left. So you're turning, you twist it in the direction of the leg that's bent, the leg that's in front. Breathe. Come back forward. Remember, hands can be up or in front of you. We're going to do that little steps. So coming forward, knee to chest. 1. Back again. Exhale, knee to chest. So it requires a little bit of control and really focusing on your core. 2, knee to chest. 3, going back. Knee to chest, and this time left hand on the right knee, and we open. Nice. One more time, arms up, knee to chest, and exhale, forward, knee to chest, open. And this time we come into 3. And again, find your dristy, find the place where you can fixate like a laser, looking forward, where you put your intention. You don't put your intention in wobbling, you put your intention in staying. But if we wobble, that's absolutely normal. Keep on thinking of that idea of connecting the ceiling with the floor, connecting the earth with the sky, and you're in the middle, holding both, making this connection like a rod in between. So you need to be stable. Breathe there. And then let go. And shimmy shaky. Da, 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 da. Okay, come to the top of the mat. Let's do one full Sun Salutation this time, why not? But we're going to incorporate the chairs. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, sitting on your chair. Inhale here. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands on the floor. Take 2 steps coming to plank. Knees on the floor or knees off the floor, you choose. Exhale all the way to the floor. Belly down. Inhale, cobra. Belly button on the floor. Chest forward, chest forward. Tug your toes, come into downward dog. Breathe, look forward, take 2 steps, 2 long steps to the top of the mat. Half lift. Forward fold. And from here, chair. Chair, chair, chair. Dip your heels. Put your weight on your heels. If you look down, you can see your toes. Remember, your hands can be in front. Choose. And then inhale, put your weight on your heels. Start lifting, lifting, lifting. Look up at your thumbs and exhale. Right leg, whatever leg is that you're going to be facing me. And for me, it's the right. I take a step back, so both feet are quite wide, facing the side of the mat. Okay? Both feet are facing forward, and now my right foot starts facing in one direction to the back of the mat, and my left is on the short edge of the mat. Bend the front leg, warrior 2. Lovely. Focus on that back foot. Keep on pressing that back foot on the floor. Lifting the inner arch of the back foot, so really feeling the engagement on the inner thigh there. Breathe. And then a couple of times, we're going to do it in movement, so stretching the front leg and lifting the arms. Looking forward, inhaling here, and as you exhale, bend again into warrior 2. 2 more times like this. Inhale, arms towards the sky, like that connection that you are between heaven and earth. And exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Now the same thing, but we're going to do reverse warrior. So the legs remain where they are. Right hand comes up, left hand goes to your back leg. And as you exhale, come to warrior 2 again. 2 more times. Inhale. Reverse warrior, exalted warrior. Exhale. 1 more time. Right hand up, left hand back. Looking up to the ceiling and warrior 2. Lovely. Hold it in warrior 2 for 3 deep breaths. Straighten the front leg and come into triangle. In any way you like. Yeah. Breathe. If it's comfortable for your neck, just look at the ceiling. And then look down again. And the hand that's pointing at the ceiling comes down, 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 and we're gonna do a little circle with it. So look at the hand, do a circle up and back and down. Your legs are in straight, like triangle, lovely. And then lift up, lift up, lift up. Both toes facing forward, hands on your hips. Inhale up, and as you exhale, forward fold. Again, try to bring your hands to the floor. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. Or fingertips to the floor. Nice. Release. Breathe. If your hands don't reach the floor, it's always good to have some support nearby, like blocks or books or whatever. Take 2 deep breaths. And again, that idea that both inner arches of the feet are lifting. Keep on pressing the outer edge of the feet. Keep on engaging the knees and the thighs. So we're not passively just hanging in there. Squeeze the belly, the lower belly, and see if we can come closer to the floor with the top of the head. Nice. And then bring the hands to your hips, and with the strength of your legs, lift up. And let's turn the left foot forward, keeping the right short edge of the mat. Bend the front leg, warrior 2. Breathe. And we're going to do that movement again 3 times. So extending the front leg, arms up in the sky. And then exhale, bending. And every time perhaps we bend a bit more into warrior 2. Inhale up, squeeze, and exhale. Because we are warriors. 1 more time. Really pressing both feet against the floor, but really reaching for the sky. And then opening, opening, opening. And now 3 times of reverse warrior. Inhale, left hand up and back, and then warrior 2, the legs don't change. On your own. Every time finding more space. And then stay in warrior 2 for 3 deep breaths. Finding your inner warrior. Really carry on pressing that back foot on the floor. Front knee is bent. Try to reach with your arms. Find your drishti forward. Look at your fingertips of the front hand. Breathe. And then straighten the leg, and once again we go into triangle here. Again, when you're in triangle, you can close the legs a bit. You don't need to be as wide as in warrior. Find your way, find your stability. Hand is pointing at the ceiling and starts going back, and you start making circles again. Looking at your hand. If looking at your hand is too much, just find your drishti again. Find one point that's not gonna destabilize you. Opening your shoulder. Lovely. And once you've done the last one, which however many you've done, come back up. Once again, toes pointing forward. We're gonna, this time, if we can, you can do the same thing, hands down, or bring the, fingertips like guns around your big toe, looking forward, and then bend the elbows and come forward fold. Again, you can bend the knees a bit. Just explore what's possible. If this is not possible, you can always find props. Let's see. If you don't reach your toes, just reach your ankles. And notice where you feel the stretch. And again, engage the knees, the thighs. Breathe. Opening the elbows a bit more, bringing the top of the head closer to the floor. 2 more breaths here. And then once again, release the toes, bring the hands to your hips and lift up. Come to the top of the mat. Feet hip width apart, inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair. A lot on the legs today. Inhale here and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Take 2 steps, come into plank. All the way to the floor. Cobra. Downward dog. Take 2 big steps, come to the top of the mat. Forward fold. This time, keep your feet hip width apart, and we're gonna do the same we've just done, but now with the feet closer together. Fingers like guns, holding your big toes, Padangustasana. So again, hook your big toes, straighten the legs, engage the quad, okay? So you want to start engaging the whole of the back. So we're not just hanging here. There's an effort as well. Squeeze the belly, open the elbows to the sides, and see how low we can get. See if we can bring the chin to the chest, the head closer to the legs. Breathe. 3 deep breaths here. Every time you exhale, feeling coming closer, squeezing the belly, exhaling all the air with that little squeeze in the belly button. Engaging the whole of the back. Legs are strong. See if we can straighten them a bit. Keep on the elbows open. Last breath here. And then release the toes, hands to the floor again. Take 2 steps back, come into downward dog. Breathe, come into plank. And from plank, come all the way to the floor, taking slowly. Okay, release to the floor. Top of the feet on the floor, pelvis on the floor. Once again, 3 flying cobras like we did at the beginning. Keep on the top of the feet glued to the floor, and then as you inhale, lift up. Exhale down. Inhale. Press the hips on the floor. Exhale down. Really, your lower back is doing the work here. One more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Stay here for a moment. Now extend the arms. Bring the palms of the hands on the floor. We're going to do the same thing, but this time, if we can, we're going to include the legs in the game, okay? So as you inhale, lift the torso, lift the hands as if someone's pulling, and then lift the legs. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. This time, when we go down, we don't go all the way down, just releasing the breath and then up again. Release the breath, so you come a bit down and then up again. So we don't go all the way to the floor. Release and then up again. We've done 3, release, and then this time we hold it up. Hold it like a fish that wants to fly away. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Shoulders back, away from your neck. Your neck is free. And then release. Oh, let go completely. And the side of the head on the side of the head on the floor, the left cheek on the floor. Take a little break here. Relax. Okay, we're gonna go for Dhanurasana or bow pose. We're gonna do it 3 times. So I'm gonna give you options. The first 2 times you can do only one side if you want, or if you're used to this pose, you can do the 3 times both feet at the same time. So let me explain. Dhanurasana, bow pose, is the one where you bend the knees, grab your ankle or your feet, and then lift, okay? So this is bow pose. Now, because we're gonna do it 3 times, you can do the first time. So look, we're gonna do this, and Eva, you can choose whatever you want to do. So you're gonna bring the left arm on the floor in front of you, so the hand is in front of you, underneath your face, and only the right, oh my God, Monse, the right leg bends, okay? And then you lift right and press with the left, okay? Off you go. Eva, you can do both if you want, and just breathe here. So the hand is pressing against the ankle or the foot, and the foot is pressing in different direction, lifting the inner arch. And then release. Release, and again, hands by your side, and now is the other cheek that you turn. So if you had the left cheek on the floor before, now it's the right one. Breathe. Release the hips. Okay, come back up. Just to the other side. So now is the right arm that's on the floor, right elbow on the floor, hands pressing down. So it will help you to lift a bit the torso. Bend the left leg. Grab it with your hand, with the left hand. And as you inhale, lift the knee off the floor and with the hand pressing up. Half. Lovely. Breathe. Notice when you breathe in, how because the balloon, that's your belly, is inflating, it lifts you up a bit. And then release. And once again, hands by your side and turn the head. Release. Okay, whenever you're ready, we're gonna do bend both knees, grab the feet from the outside, can be from the inside as well, but it's easy from the outside, or your ankles, again, so it depends what we can reach. So it will depend on the openness of the shoulders, okay? So we work here on the shoulders as well. And then as you inhale, lift, lift, lift. So you lift because both feet are kicking against the hand, and that's lifting you as well. Breathe. And again, notice as you inhale, your belly inflates, and that perhaps is making you rock forward and back a bit. As you breathe in, you're rocking. Like one of those rocking horses. So that's the shape we have here. Like one of those rocking chairs or rocking horses. Lifting the knees off the floor and then release. Woo. And this time you can have both arms crossed in front of you and rest your forehead on the arms. Or the hands, crocodile. Release. Softening the hips. You can exhale through the mouth. Back bends can be quite challenging. They're also very energizing, but they can be a challenge. So really be kind to yourself here. It can be a challenge physically, but also mentally. We're opening a lot the chest forward. Back bend is, if you think about it, is an opening of the front, an opening of the chest, of the heart, emotions. Okay, coming back up. Come back up in any way you like. We're going to do another back bend, but before we do that, come to your knees, sitting up on your knees, and then now take the right foot out. Haven't done this one, and I really like this pose, a parigraha. Parigrasana. Suddenly I gone crazy with the Sanskrit, and I forgot the name of this one. So the right leg is extended. You can have the toes pointing forward or pointing to the side. I like pointing forward. Okay, so try that. And then the left arm goes up, and you start sliding towards the right. So you can slide. Don't put weight on your right hand. It's just here as a guide. Okay, so you keep up. So you keep your torso, instead of bending forward, up. Nice. Breathe. Finding the stretch on the side of the body. Squeeze the belly. And then come. Bring that left hand back until it touches the floor. Keeping the right foot on the floor, stretch the other direction. It's like a side plank, but stretchy. And then come back up using the core. Bring that knee back. And now extend the left. And again, so my heel is in line with my knee, more or less. Right arm comes up and start sliding the left. Sliding until that's it. Until my side bend is like, and open your chest up to the sky. Elbow is not forward, elbow is up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the belly. Engage the core, the back, lower back is protected. One last breath here, and then again lifting using your core. Bring the hand to the floor, keeping the foot pressing against the floor, and extend. Lift the hips. Open the chest, lovely. And then again, use the core, squeeze the belly, and come up. Both knees, one last back bend. Tuck the toes so the heels are higher, hands behind you, fingers pointing down, shoulders close. Yep, prepare your knees, so if you have hard floor, put something underneath, and then start lifting your chest up, elbows towards each other. And you can stay here with your hands holding your lower back, or perhaps you feel like you have enough space, you can bring the hands to your heels. See where you are today. Keep on pressing the hips forward, the chest up. Opening the chest. Again, remember, this is not a back bend, also is a front opener. It's another way of looking at things. So how can I open my heart, my chest? How much can I open? And then bring the hands to your lower back, come back, and sit on your heels for a moment. Stay for a moment, sitting on your heels, noticing all that's changed, all that's moved. Now bring the right hand, on the left knee, and turn to the left for a little twist. And then the other way. Okay, nice. Let's come to a seated position. both legs are straight, right knee bends, and then just open it to the side. Sole of the foot against the inner thigh, the left toes are up, hands up into the air, stretch again that connection with the ceiling as if you want to touch it, but your buttocks are really pressing against the floor, and then come forward, straight back. And you reach wherever it reaches. It may reach the foot, it may reach the ankle, it may reach the side of the mat. Wherever it does, your back is straight. And you breathe here. Think forward rather than down. And every time you exhale, that little idea of the belly button squeezing the air, see if that brings you closer to the leg, your forehead closer to the leg, and still looking at your toes. Look at your toes. Find that drishti, that focus. What is your focus? Breathe. And then come up. Okay, we're going to do another version of this. Bring the knee up again, and this time bring it behind you. Okay, if that's comfortable. This leg is still straight. And just lean back a bit. Lean back a bit, noticing it on your thighs. Keep on pressing the knee down. Perhaps you can come on your elbows, perhaps not. That's not here nor there. Yeah, you tried, but it didn't work, so don't worry. Keep on pressing that right knee down. I mean, not pressing, but more like energetically, really wanting, as if an invisible hand was pressing it down, but your hip is also pressing down. So you feel it perhaps in your hamstrings. Good for runners. Then come back up, open the knee a bit more, keeping it like this. And once again, arms up, and guess what? We're going forward again. And again, you may reach the foot, you may reach the ankle, but find this integrity of going forward without rounding too much the back. Squeezing the belly, trying to feel that the belly is in touch with your leg, and you want to go forward. Breathe. And then inhale, come back up again. We're not done with this side. Bring the knee back up, and now cross to the other side. Choices. You can keep the left leg straight, or you can bend it as well. See what we feel like today. And start lifting, lifting, lifting. Connection, top of the head to the ceiling. Embrace your right knee and start twisting to the right. Yes. And again, what happens when you squeeze the air out? Squeezing the lower belly. The hand behind you is just propping you up straight, but carry on finding that connection between the ceiling and the floor. The sky and earth. Imagine you're in the middle, holding it up all together. Breathe. Turn the head, looking over your right shoulder. Releasing the shoulders, are they coming up to your ears? Release them a bit. Now inhale, soften the belly, and you come forward a tiny bit, just a tiny bit, releasing the posture. And then as you exhale, squeeze the belly and twist again. Do it again. Inhale, release, releasing the posture, releasing the belly, coming forward, not completely, just a bit, just releasing, and exhale, twist again. See if you twist it a bit more, perhaps yes, perhaps not. Now hold it 2 breaths. and then undo the knot. Come back, bring the hands behind you, feet flat on the floor, and lift the hips up. Hips, hips, press the feet against the floor, hips, 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 and then down. Lovely. And let's do everything on the other side. So the right leg is straight, left knee up, and then to the side. So the left foot is against the inner right leg. Inhaling, the arms go up. Feel again this straightening. So it's like you're a big L. So your core really needs to engage. You really need a strong back and strong core. This seems simple, but this, you know, you're already working here just by doing this, by just keeping yourself upright, and then start coming forward, forward, forward. And again, wherever you reach, could be the floor, could be the leg. It's not a competition of how far I reach, but with how much integrity in my lower back. Can I still feel? Sometimes I might be able to go all the way, but sometimes I might don't want to, because I want to feel the work. I want to feel my lower back being protected, being engaged, being working, the core working, toes up. Lovely. And breathe. Breathe. One more deep breath here. See again with every exhale that you come closer to the leg. Your forehead coming closer to the leg. But not because you go down, you go forward. And then inhaling, come up, come up, come up, come up. Knee up, let me show you from here. Knee up and then back. Okay, and again start leaning back. And perhaps we start here, perhaps we feel nothing, perhaps we already feel loads. So the knee, so again, you're working, we're not just hanging in the pose. You start energetically pressing the knee down and the hip, so the hips are square. And just by you doing the effort mentally, well, not just mentally, physically, notice your quad engaging. Perhaps we go on our elbows, perhaps not, but we keep that engagement. Keep on pressing that knee down mentally. Keep on pressing the hip down. Lovely, and then come back up. Keep the legs as they are. The knee can be forward or can be open to the side. Again, it depends on your hips at the moment. Arms up, connection. And then come forward, forward again. Perhaps there is more space, perhaps you feel it in a different area. What's the difference? What areas do you feel it differently here? Try not to roll too much to one side. Don't just hang in there in the posture. There's always an effort. There's always an awareness of where do I feel it. Micro adjustments, and then next inhale, come up again. We bring slowly. So first the knee comes forward, then you bring it up, and now cross. And again, whichever you did on the other side. So I had my leg bent. If you had your leg bent, do it the same. And we start readjusting, toes down. Embrace your left knee and start growing tall, hand behind you. And it doesn't have to be the same as the other. Perhaps this side we don't twist as much. Perhaps we twist more. Inhaling tall, exhaling twist. Now as you inhale, release the belly, release the posture a tiny bit. And as you exhale, twist again, looking over your left shoulder, perhaps a bit more than before. And then the next time you inhale, release the belly, release the posture, soften, soften, soften. And the next time you exhale, twist more again. And then hold it. Release the shoulders. Two more deep breaths here. Lovely. And then come back forward, nice. And cross your knot. Hands behind you, one more time. Feet flat on the floor. Lift the hips up, reverse table. And you can release your head if you want, or you can just look forward. It's up to you. Exhale, come all the way down. And start lying down. For the last time, I'll give you choices. Bring the knees to the chest and you can do happy baby. Releasing your back. Or you can do bridge, as in like very simple, lifting your hips up. Two choices. See how it feels. Maybe your back wants to do one more arching, one more pressing here. Maybe your back wants to be squashed against the floor. Maybe you want to do both poses. See how you feel. This is going to be your last pose before Shavasana, so enjoy your choice. And whenever you are ready, get into Shavasana. Don't know if you need to put on any blanket or socks or anything. Otherwise, just extend your legs, palms facing up, and release. Release, release, release. Letting go. Letting go. This time, you don't have to hold the sky anymore. This time, let the floor, let the earth to just hold you. Let your weight be held there by the floor. Releasing your whole body, releasing your legs, releasing your feet, your arms, your torso. Your facial muscles, your neck, your shoulders. Let everything be soft. Let everything release. There's nothing else for you to do, nowhere to go. Start bringing the awareness back to your body. Start bringing the awareness back to your breath. Noticing again the breath in your belly rising as you breathe in and your belly falling as you breathe out. Inflating like a balloon and deflating like a balloon too. And start slowly moving your hands, your fingers, your toes and your feet. And start bringing some small movements into your body, anything that feels good. Perhaps moving your head side to side. And if you have space, give yourself a nice long stretch, raising your hands above, over your head. Something that feels good and yummy. And release. You can let go. And then bending your knees once again. Bend your knees and roll to one side. Stay there for another moment. Just for a little moment, another little breath there on the side, and then slowly, with the help of your hands, start coming up to a seated position. You can keep your eyes closed or close them when you get there. See how it feels. And just sitting upright, finding again the same or similar position we had at the beginning, when you were sitting, hands on your legs, on your knees. Back of the neck is long, chin not so low, a bit higher up, a tiny bit higher up. Yeah. Top of the head wants to reach the sky and your buttocks wants to reach the center of the earth. So again, you're like that middle thing that holds both worlds together. And just breathing here, noticing any changes in your body, any changes in your mind. Could be very subtle changes. And then we're going to close with a chant of Om. Bringing your hands together in front of your chest. Take a big inhale and then open your mouth and let it go. And then getting ready, inhale. Once again, inhale, open your mouth, let it all go and open your eyes. We are done. Thank you very much, my friends.